is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie, Tati, and this is another installment of Talking with Tati. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Yesterday I missed a day, but honestly, this just ties into the theme of today's topic, which is, not letting a little mishap, a misstep, or not showing up for yourself one day or making a mistake stop you from showing up. You have to get back up. When you fall off the horse, you got to keep going. You can't let that stop you. And that's what this video is about today. So I'm about to get going, and I'm going to be going to a dance class today. And one of the things that I was disappointed about last week is when I was filming, I actually walked off in the middle of the dance because I forgot the steps. And that's something that I haven't done in a really long time. And it's something that I've been actually really proud of myself. I haven't fully acknowledged that I haven't been doing that, but it's something that has vaguely been on my mind. You know what, I haven't done it in a long time. I've actually been following through. Even if I mess up on the steps or I miss a step, usually I just keep going, and usually people are not even able to tell when you mess up, because it's just it's so internal of a thought process, and some of the movements are so quick that even if you miss something, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is important to continue to take with me, and to prioritize having fun, showing up for myself, not being my harshest critic, and literally allowing myself to thrive in joy. Because I feel like there's two ways you can kind of go about things. You could show up and you could be a stickler, the harshest critic for yourself, and put yourself down when you feel like you mess up or you don't show up in the way that you want to. Or you can show up having a good attitude, having fun, and allowing yourself to grow even when you're making mistakes. Because the truth is, when you're putting yourself in new environments that are challenging you, even if you don't always do perfect in the environment, you're still learning, you're still growing each and every time, and it's making you that much of a better dancer. Especially when it comes to comparing yourself to maybe the teacher or whoever is sharing the moves. One thing I try to remind myself of every single time is when the teacher comes to class, or even the assistants, which is usually some of the better dancers will assist in class, teaching the movements or just showing us the movements as we're doing class. They have already learned the choreo. So that's a very different experience than showing up as a person, as a clean slate, taking in information, having 45 minutes to go through all these rounds of choreo and then perform at the end. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do it a lot. I used to get out and draw blanks and then walk off. And I actually remember one of my friends who is a teacher, she actually called me out it's probably a couple years ago now, and I would walk off, and she still told me at the end of the class, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You always keep going. You always keep going. And one of the things that I want to hone in more is just improvising and being a better freestyler, even when, I might not be able to execute 1000%. Instead of feeling dang, all is lost, you know what I'm saying, oh, the whole dance is messed up now, just continuing to keep going and showing up, and because you never know how it's going to manifest and end up at the end. There's been several times when I've filmed and I ended up doing an amazing job recalling the choreo, and I did miss a couple moves, but by watching the video you would never know. And that's something that I've really been enjoying, and I want to continue to do. I remember that I went on set for the new season of Bel-Air, right? And I did some shadowing. And I would watch the actresses and the actors. Sometimes they would have good days where they would be on it. And there's some days when they would kind of be off and missing their lines. But you know what they did? They will always continue to follow through. Even if they stumble again and again and again on the same take, they would still get through the scene, unless the director called cut. And I kind of feel that's the same approach you have to have as a dancer sometimes, and just in life. If the music is still going, you still need to just keep showing up, laugh it off, and catch up when you can. It's the same thing as when you're learning, right? Because when we're in class, you learn. Sometimes you hit the move, sometimes you don't, but you keep going because the class is going to keep going. You don't just miss one move and then you just stand and look around at everybody else. You have to keep going. So that's the approach that I'm going to take today. It's something I want to get back. I don't want to take myself too seriously to the point where I'm beating myself up and getting in my head, because I've done that a lot. And I didn't even realize how hard I was on myself until I got into a really supportive class, because there are so many times where like I ended up like performing, right? And then for the camera, and I would get off, and in my mind and internally I'm thinking, dang, I really messed up a lot. I missed this, I missed that. And there would be people being like, oh my gosh, you did so good. And in my head, I'm thinking that they're lying to me. I'm like, are you serious? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, I messed up so much. And they're like, we couldn't even tell. So it's just like a lot of the times that's truly the case. And just remember always that people are so focused on themselves that usually nobody's even going to notice when you mess up unless you make it painfully obvious. And that's something that I want to be taking with me today, and just remembering, because this is something I know, but I feel like it's something you have to continue to practice, because when you put yourself in an uncomfortable, challenging environment, you're going to make mistakes, and it's all about how you talk to yourself. It's all about how you recover. It's all about how, you know, you're feeling internally when you're going through this. At the end of the day, it's just a dance class. And it's just a video, because I don't even have to share the video if I don't want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to get more in that mind frame of growing in joy and having fun, and knowing that it's all good. Like, regardless, like, it's just a dance, and we're going to keep showing up anyway, and I'm going to keep growing as a dancer. And I've seen dancers that are 10 times better than me, who have been dancing since like literally kindergarten, and they will, to me, give a flawless performance, and I've seen them walk off with their head down, and I'd be like, dang, even for them, that's not enough. So it's just like, I don't want to be in a place where I'm perpetually not good enough for myself, not good enough for others by nature, because how you feel about yourself is kind of what you emanate. So if you don't feel good enough for yourself, how are you going to feel good enough for other people? How are you going to feel good enough to show up and shine for others? Like, if you can't even do that for yourself, it's not even possible, because you're going to be in shame. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to really not force myself, but challenge myself to keep showing up and have fun and have an even better mindset going into anything, not even just dance, but unfamiliar territories, challenging things, and still keep my head held high and know that as long as I'm doing my best, that I'm growing, and that is enough, and letting that truly be enough. Not just saying it for a YouTube video or just saying it because it sounds good, but actually feeling that way internally. I feel like it's something that we all could work on, you guys. So yesterday I wasn't able to upload because of various reasons, and I was very annoyed because if I would have been able to, if other people would have kept their commitments, I would have absolutely been able to keep my streak. But you know what? I'm just like, there's nothing else I could do. By the time I was actually able to sit down and have a moment to myself, it was 12 a.m. So it's just like, there was going to be no video that day. And you know what? That's all right. If I want to, I can always double up to make up for it. I can improvise, and I did still upload content, even if it wasn't a main video. And that's life. We're not always going to be able to show up 100% of the time. And I commend myself even for just showing up this week or last week in general, because I was feeling sick. Somebody got me sick, and I still was showing up here, and I'm giving myself credit for that. And I just want to keep growing and thriving, but without it becoming a negative thing. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Like, where are my cards? Oh, they're over here. Let's pull some cards. Just take this one. I'll go. Keep going. I feel motivated today and want to be productive. Sorry, y'all. I need to get my other. I had a really nice one that I ordered, and I feel like they stole it at my last apartment, because they told me one moment I could pick it up. Then I call, and then they're like, yeah, we'll call you back when so-and-so gets in. Never did. Anyway, affirmation. I feel motivated today and want to be productive. Reminder, sometimes I want to quit, but that feeling sometimes I want to quit, but that feeling does not diminish what I have accomplished so far. Practice. When the desire to stop grows strong, take a break. You do not want to burn out, but remember to keep going. It's worth it. So I like that. I'm going to take that with me today, and everything that I do, I'm going to keep going, and hopefully have a lot of fun today and come back with a nice fun video for you guys. I share it for you guys as well, because I want, if I'm inspiring anybody from the moment that I started dancing to now, and they look at me and be like, wow, she's really grown, I really want them to be able to see it's been a process. Nobody shows up on day one looking like a pro. In most cases. Follow me everywhere at your name is Tati, and also at It's the Tati Show. We have new episodes every Tuesday, so you know what that means. We'll be uploading a new video on Tuesday, and I'll have a guest this time. So love you guys so much. Besos. Subscribe, like the video, hype the video, do all of the things. Okay, Love you guys so, so much. Have an amazing day. And I hope to see you guys here tomorrow. All right? Okay.